Hello again, everybody. Zach Attack is here with the Attack Line for Monday, January 9th, 2012. Alright, kick it off with DJ Zach Attack news. Evolution, my latest tour, my first tour of the new year, kicked off on Friday. I DJ'd my very first basketball game of the new year for the Wilmington High School varsity basketball teams, both boys and girls, varsity. It was amazing. Great way to start the season. Great way to start the year. And great way to celebrate 5 years. This is my 5th season DJing for these guys and gals as well. And the crowd was probably the best I've ever seen. Including when I do, the song Rock and Roll Part 2 by Gary Glitter. You did it. You notice every sports game. You do the hey! Hey, so the crowd can cheer out the best Rock and Roll Part 2, hey! Crowd went hey, and that was the loudest I've ever seen them during the boys game. Girls game didn't do much, but both games were very tight, very close. Handed by Chip Valley was the team, by the way, the opponent. 2 tight games, and Romeo beat Chip Valley both games. So I want to thank Romeo, and I'll see them tomorrow. I'm doing another game for the girls, so probably no Atakline tomorrow. Maybe I'll make it early. So I'll be DJing for the girls again tomorrow against Stevenson. Boys, I won't DJ again until a couple of weeks. So great gigs on Friday. Now, on to entertainment news. Boy, do I have a lot to say. Leftovers for the weekend and today as well. Starting with your first new #1 movie of the new year, The Devil Inside, making around $34 million this weekend, beating Mission Impossible. The Mission Impossible 4 was #1 last week, ringing in the new year. This is your first new #1 movie of the new year. Usually, the last #1 movie of the year before rings in the new year, maybe 3 or 4 weeks at #1. I remember when Meet the Fockers came out back in 2004 or 5, I think. It was 2004. And the end of 2004 was #1. It became #1 in 2005 for 3 or 4 weeks. Then someone kicked it off. But at least there was competition. So Devil Inside, first big horror movie in a while. That's probably why it's #1. But with the Mark Wahlberg movie, Contraband, also the 3D reissue of Beauty and the Beast, seeing how Lion King was so successful in its 3D reissue, and also Joyful Noise. We'll see what kind of heat they bring next week. Now on to, in my mind, I think everyone will agree, the most talked about entertainment news article of the weekend. Beyonce finally had a baby. Yes, she of course revealed her baby bump at the MTV VMAs this past August to big fanfare. Now she had a baby. There's been a lot of rumors all week about did she have it? Did she have it? Rumors about her going into labor scattered throughout the week. But finally, late Saturday night, Blue Ivy Carter was born. And Jay-Z and Beyonce were confirmed today by a statement, hello, hello, baby blue. Some call her Ivy Blue. But yeah. They're also saying her birth was emotional and extremely peaceful. We are in heaven. She was delivered naturally at a healthy 7 pounds. It was best experience, so it wasn't a C-section. Meanwhile, Jay-Z released a brand new song called Glory, kind of a nod to his new baby girl. And she kind of goos and gaahs at the end of the track. And a lot of celebrities are very much happy, sending their greetings towards Beyonce and Jay-Z. So congrats to Beyonce and Jay-Z finally had a baby. Baby Blue Ivy. Congrats to them. Also congratulations go out to Lady Antebellum's Hillary Scott. Now, Hillary Scott and Dave Hayward have been the only members of Lady Antebellum who were single. Because Charles Kelly was married in 2010, I think. And we all know Dave's engaged. And Hillary was engaged. Until now, she married on Saturday as well. As Beyonce was having her baby, Hillary Scott was getting married to her boyfriend. Named Chris Tyrell on Saturday. They posted a video on the Lady A website saying that we love you. We're so excited to starting our life together. We just had to let you in on the excitement. According to a post, Scott wore a custom wearing strapless mermaid dress with abstract all-over lace underlay. And the groom wearing a gray Angelido Zigna suit. Trying to pronounce that right. So congrats to Haley Scott and congrats to Beyonce on their engagement, their wedding, and of course the baby. Now, on rock and roll. It seems like every day last week I was talking about Van Halen. And now, of course, over the weekend we found out a lot about Van Halen. On Thursday, they rocked it down at Cafe Noir in New York City. And I saw a lot of footage, heard a lot of it. And I thought, from what I saw and heard, it sounded phenomenal. And I wait to see these guys on tour. Wolfgang did very well. He still got a lot to do. David Lee Roth still can sing like no other from what I heard. Eddie Van Halen shredded like a motherfucker. And Alex is Alex, of course. And of course, that led towards the announcement we were all waiting for. Tour dates! They announced the tour dates. It'll kick off in Kentucky. And of course, DJ Rock City will be the second show of the tour, February 20th at the Palace. Tickets go on sale this weekend. Now, the opening acts got a lot of people puzzled. Select dates, including Detroit. They got Cool and the Gang opening up for them. Now, I like both. I like Cool and the Gang. So, I don't mind that. But a lot of fans don't like it. Because they're pure metalheads. I'm a disc jockey. I have a diverse taste. So, 1 minute listen to Van Halen. The next is like Cool and the Gang Madonna. But it's like, hey. It's kind of weird, but hey. It's kind of weird. You can be like, celebrate good times. Come on, then. Girl, you really got me now. You know what I mean? It's going to be weird. But it's going to be great. When I see Van Halen, it's going to be awesome. Alright. Gotta keep this quick. I got a lot to talk about. Speaking of heavy metal, on to Black Sabbath. They're going on a UK tour. Well, it all depends. Today, Tony Iommi, the bassist and founder of the group, announced he has lymphoma. He is in the early stages of it, according to a press release. Apparently, he's going to the UK to get chemotherapy or whatever, try to get rid of it. And as of right now, there is no statement on whether or not this will be affecting any of Black Sabbath's tour dates, including the ones in America that's yet to be announced. This statement announced that the band will move to LA to London, because they're recording in LA the new album with Rick Rubin, so they'll fly to London so Tony can have this chemotherapy or whatever. It says his bandmates would like everyone to send positive vibes to the guitars at this time. So there you go. Tony Iommi, best wishes to you. Hope get better soon, buddy. Walk on, baby. Now, on to other hospital news. A little quick note. Nick Cannon is out of the hospital. As we know, Nick Cannon had kidney failure, and he's apparently out of the hospital. I think he was in Colorado, then was transferred to Hollywood, and now he's out of the hospital, as people reported. So, great to hear Nick's all well and good. Now we have little news on Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg apparently got arrested for marijuana possession in Texas. It's been reported that he was arrested in the same spot in Texas that Willie Nelson was arrested for his marijuana possession. According to several sources, Snoop Dogg is apparently facing up to 180 days in jail. That's like almost like 4 months or something. TMZ reported that the 40-year-old rapper was arrested in Texas over the weekend after a drug-sniffing dog uncovered marijuana on his tour bus. Law enforcement sources tell the site that Snoop's bus was stopped by a border control checkpoint in Cerro Blanco. That Snoop admitted they belonged to him. That's a big situation. So, hope everything goes well with Snoop, but we'll keep you posted on any legal things on Snoop Doggy Dogg. Now, on the sports, starting with football. Big weekend for football. Unfortunately for us Lions fans, it wasn't good for us, as the New Orleans Saints beat the Lions. As the Saints will now face off against the 49ers, I'm saying, I like both teams, but I'm saying go Frisco at this point. And also we got the Giants advancing. They beat the Falcons yesterday, So that means the Giants will face up against the Packers. Now, I don't like the Packers that much because I'm a Bears fan, but I hate the Giants even more. I'm not a big Eli Manning fan. I don't want any Manning in the Super Bowl, let alone any AFC or NFC championships. So go Packers next week. AFC, the biggest news, Denver Broncos. Yes, Denver Broncos are going to be in the divisional championships against the Pats. That's huge. The Broncos were winning. Then the Steelers catched up. Overtime. Lucky throw, as I call it, from Tebow to end the game in overtime. Wow. I say go Brady and the Pats next week. And the other AFC divisional will be the Texans against the Ravens. Who cares? Go Texans, because I'm kind of a Steeler guy, so go Texans, fuck Ravens. Boo Ravens. Alright, wrestling news, starting with TNA Genesis pay-per-view. I heard it sucked again. I didn't even try to watch it because I've said it on here many times. Streaming sucks for it. They block it. Bobby Roode retained the title. Basically, everyone who defended the titles kept it. Bobby retained over Jeff Hardy. Crimson and Morgan defeated Magnus and Joe. Austin Aries won in the Fatal 4-Way. Gail Kim defeated Mickie James by disqualification. Actually, Mickie won by DQ because Madison brought brass knucks or whatever. Also, Devon defeated Pope. Gunner defeated RVD. Can't believe RVD's jobbing to Gunner. Hopefully he comes back to WWE. Hopefully the rumors are true. But I'm leaving after his contract's up. Abyss defeated Bully Ray and Monsters Ball. Already Black will slam on barbed wire. That means Abyss won't be joining Immortal anytime soon. Kurt Angle defeated Cowboy James Storm. And that's about what I heard. I heard Rick Walsh was in the crowd last night. Makes a lot of sense because he's from Florida. What? Disqualification? That's how Ruby take the title disqualification on a cheap finish? Great. I didn't read much reaction, but I'm guessing it's TNA. All the pay-per-views mostly suck. They haven't put on a good pay-per-view in a long time, so we're guessing TNA sucked it again. Hopefully next pay-per-view against the Odds can do well. But it's TNA, so who knows. Now on to WWE in my Raw preview. Like I do every week. Here are my top 5 questions that must be answered tonight. Question number 5. Will they announce a first addition to the class of 2012 Hall of Fame? Now, there was rumors tonight that they're announcing the first person to get inducted to the Hall of Fame. A lot of people, including myself, hope that the Macho Man will finally go in, especially after his death. Edge, we want to be in it sometime. The Rock is Raw, especially it's in Miami. But we have no king. I think a Mexican wrestler is confirmed, but we don't know if he'll be the one that'll be announced tonight. But we'll see if they do announce it or not. Question number 4. How will the feud between John Laurinaitis and CM Punk culminate tonight? Now, last week, as we know, CM Punk defended the title, WWE title, against Dolph Ziggler. Ziggler won by disqualification. I had to recount out because Punk was ready to do the GTS, but John Laurinaitis pulled the rope down. Second week in a row, John Laurinaitis inadvertently distracted Punk and cost him a match against Dolph Ziggler. Led to the announcement that Punk will defend the title against Ziggler again in the Rumble with Laurinaitis, especially against referee. I'd say some screwing will happen. Laurinaitis will screw Punk in some way, shape, or form. I'm hearing they're going to be in a match. So who knows? Laurinaitis Punk, the match is going to happen from several sources. So maybe the Rumble we'll see. But tonight, on the other hand, build up towards the Rumble will continue. Maybe Laurinaitis will get involved in another Punk match. Who knows? We'll see how that feud develops. Question number 3. Speaking of the Royal Rumble, will anything be announced for the Rumble? Any participants or any matches? Any other matches? I'm guessing Barrett's in it. I think Sheamus could be in it. It's back to 30 man, not 40 like last year. We don't know who's going to be taking on Daniel Bryan, so we got to find out that situation. I'm guessing to have a Divas match. Hopefully it doesn't suck, but it's Divas, so don't say it. It always sucks. So we'll see if they announce anything tonight, any participants or matches. We're like 3 weeks from this thing, so they gotta announce quick here and build it quick. Question number 2. Will Y2J say something? Now last week, as we all know, the 1-2-12 mystery man was revealed to be Chris Jericho. Coming out, pandering to the fans, then left. A lot of fans had several thoughts when they first watched it, but they watched it back and was smelling a heel turn. Her Jericho did that same routine during house shows this weekend, so he may end up doing that again. But we're still not knowing if he'll be face or not. I heard he gave the Walls of Jericho to David Otunga, maybe playing that he's a face. But we still don't know. We're still kind of confused. But we'll see if there's anything that'll be settled tonight with Jericho tonight. The number one question that must be answered tonight. How will the feud between John Cena and Kane develop tonight? We saw what happened last week with Kane coming out through the ring after the main event. He was supposed to be in a 6-man elimination tag. He didn't show up. Came underneath the ring, attacked Cena, but then attempted to pull Zack Ryder underneath the ring. Now I'm a Bolski fan, but I like what they're doing. You know, it's a little slow, but they got to build it up a bit. At least they'll maybe gonna have Cena and Kane not fight in a match in the Rumble. Maybe they'll like be in the Rumble match. Maybe do something in Elimination Chamber. Who knows? But this Cena Kane thing got a lot of people intrigued. So we'll see how they will continue this feud development tonight on Monday Night Raw at 9/8 Central on USA Network. That is it for the Attack Line. I'll see you all later for my Raw review tonight. With that in mind, but it's act by the news from Zach. Thank you all very much. See you all later. Oh yeah.